Hey, if you are a serious nunchuck swinger and you want to maximize the value of the nunchuk swinging practice that you do as it applies in your life, then you need to be watching this next video. I'll be right back. Nunchuk swingers, what's happening? I'm talking about self-improvement. That's what I'm going to be talking about. You can, maybe I'll have to come up with a new name for myself because I'm really all about self-improvement. And that's kind of why I've started this whole thing, because I knew that I could help a lot of people improve themselves with nunchucks because it's improved my life immensely, you know. And it's not to say that it's been without a price, because, and I'll go into that at some point. There are things that are challenging and difficult about nunchucks, and that you have to really learn sometimes at the school of hard knocks, if you know what I mean. So I will be helping you as much as I can. And some videos I'm going to be talking about safety to help you minimize those injuries. And some videos I'm going to be talking about entry level. And some videos I'm going to be talking about the really cool, advanced, high concepts, like I talked about when I talked about the sound. And actually, I'm going to be talking about the sound and what it does and what it tells you in several videos, because there's a lot of information in the sound of your nunchucks, okay? A lot of information. And it's a, your nunchucks is a tool, and the sound is another tool that you create when you practice with your nunchucks. And I'll be going into that too. But I just wanted to give you kind of an introductory thing of who I am, what I'm going to be talking about. My name is Russ. I've been practicing for 45 years. I have the ability to do a lot of really good moves and stuff, that I've had to work these things out with nature. They're not just moves that I came up with off the top of my head. They're not really my idea at all. They're actually nature's idea. And we do what nature wants us to do, to a big degree. And so those moves are, I'll just go over the basic platform real quick here with you. Here's the platform move. It's just do a loop and throw it over your shoulder. Do a loop, throw it over your shoulder. Okay. A lot of times we see people just throwing it over their shoulder. But if you put a loop in it, it makes it a lot easier to line it up. Gives you more time, allows you to relax. Okay. And then once you get that to where you don't have to stop anymore, then you start doing it over close to your wrist. Okay, right here. This is the difference. No longer am I going over my shoulder. Now it's just right in front of me, and it's the platform move. Okay? And if you notice, it's starting to make some sound. Yeah. I've heard a person do this to where it was so loud, people had to plug their ears. People had to cover their ears, because this one guy that I saw, he was in a band. We were in a band together, and he could swing nunchucks so fast that the calendar on the wall was flailing away in the room. And the walls, we could feel them. They were vibrating with the sound. Okay? So we don't see that. When I look around the world, and believe me, I have looked around the world, because I've been practicing for 45 years. I was a devout martial artist even before I met this guy. I've been practicing martial art, and different types of that type of thing since I was 5. So when I saw that, I said, bing, a light went off in my head. Hey, this is a useful bit of knowledge that we need to share with the world, right? And that's what I said. That's what I told him. And he said, they'll think you're crazy. Don't try it. He said he had to quit doing it because it was too much. He had seen too much. It allowed him to raise his awareness beyond where he was prepared to see. And so he had to quit doing it. And that's kind of sad, my way of thinking, because I'm not going to quit. I'm going to keep going until well, I'll never probably stop. You know, you'll never ever go to the end, because you can always go higher and higher with the end up move. It goes to higher and higher frequencies. And I guess I'll have to have a video on that. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you soon. That was the story of the guy who was in a band with, that I was in a band with. Thanks for joining me.